The Lakers played a very crucial game against the top-seeded Oklahoma City Thunder, and they took it to them, led by D'Angelo Russell's superpower. What's good, y'all, and welcome to another Lakers Digest video. I'm your host, Okechi Apakama, and before we get into that game recap, guys, I want to bring your attention to something. There is 88% of you guys who have recently watched our videos who are not subscribed to the channel just yet. If you guys want more of that, like news, like reactions, trade rumors, game recaps, just every and all things LA Lakers, you guys want to come right here to Lakers Digest so you guys do not miss a beat. Now, that out the way, guys, let's hop straight into that game recap, guys, because it was a massive game for the Los Angeles Lakers in the standings as they took on the Oklahoma City Thunders, and the Lakers locked in and defeat the Thunder. So, the Lakers were able to take this one 116 to 104, and it was a total team effort after a very disappointing loss against Denver Nuggets on Saturday night. The Lakers come on Monday night against the Oklahoma City Thunder and really take it to them and really get a much needed victory, which really helps them in the overall standings. But just going through that game top to bottom, Anthony Davis was just no match for the Thunder team. And then the Laker defense, which has really been kind of absent for these past few months here, really came back in a big way. And that really helped the Lakers keep the Oklahoma City Thunder, a really high-scoring team, only down to 104 points. And D'Angelo Russell, another heater of a game. He just got on one of those shot-making flurries that he goes on, so he was great as well. But let's take a look at those stats for the Lakers as, like I said, total team effort in this one. Anthony Davis, one of the leaders, as always, 24 points, 12 rebounds to go along with 4 assists and 3 block shots. Hachimura didn't have the best game, but we didn't need it from him as he only had 7 points. LeBron James, who is solid as ever, had 19 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists. Just missed the triple-double by 2 assists there. D'Angelo Russell, like I said, found a heater, had 26 points, had 5 three-pointers in that one, 6 rebounds to go along with 3 assists and 4 steals. Austin Reaves had a very quiet 4 3-point night, but it was really loud in that first half there. And then Taurean Prince had a really nice game. This is a very good game that Prince has had, a really nice one ever since these past since the All-Star break there. So it's nice to see him get going a little bit. And then Spencer Dinwiddie, who was a plus 35 off the bench, which is a crazy plus minus number to see, but like that's just how the Lakers were really rolling in this one, and everybody got a chance to play because the game ended up getting out of reach there for the Oklahoma City Thunder towards the end. But I'll take a guess through that game because during that first half, really, the Lakers came out pretty softly, and then they had 15 turnovers, I believe, in that first half, which accounted for most of their turnovers. But like it was a very just sloppy style of play. There was a lot of telegraph passes, not enough pass fakes. Anytime they're trying to get the ball into Anthony Davis, the Oklahoma City Thunder were either trying to put having somebody shade him to not get the ball, and then they had somebody in the back to try to like force a turnover back there, and the Lakers were really just throwing the ball all over the place. And it just was a multitude of guys, really. Austin Reaves had 4 turnovers early, but he helped right the ship with his shot making later in that half. That really brought the Lakers back in that first quarter because they started off pretty poorly in that first quarter. Oklahoma City Thunder wasn't making shots, and this probably could be a reason because they were on the second night of a back-to-back. So if we look at those stats for the Thunder, it wasn't too great of a shooting night for most of their guys. J-Dub was 2 for 9 from the field. Lou Dort was the only one really hitting shots, 5 for 7 from 3. Josh Giddey actually hit a couple of shots, but he got a lot of layups early, really just uncontested, and the Lakers clamped down on that. And then Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who is averaging over 31 points per game for the season. The Lakers only held him to 20 points in this one, only got to the line 9 times. And Chet Holmgren, who's been one of the best rookies in the league so far, only had 15 points to go along with 7 rebounds, as this isn't really a great matchup for Chet Holmgren, as he's shown up against a lot of other big-time centers in the league, but Anthony Davis is just not the right matchup for him because Anthony Davis dominated this one once again. This is the 3rd win in a row for the Lakers against the Thunder. They really have figured something out against this team, and it's just like their size, their collective size, with Anthony Davis, Rui Hachimura, and LeBron James. All three of those guys really overpower them on the interior, and they were really giving up points left and right in the paint, as Chet Holmgren could only do so much. He's a very good shot blocker, very good young player, but he's not good enough for a guy like Anthony Davis, who just has too many skills, is too powerful for him at this moment, and it really shows up there in that box score, as Anthony Davis, who had a 24 and 12 game, then Chet Holmgren only had 15 points and 7 rebounds in that one. But the Lakers, like I said, top to bottom, really came out as a team effort. They really started to take control of that game there in that third quarter, where there was a couple swings in that game where Oklahoma City was making their runs and they're making their way back into that game there. But the Lakers really staved off their run there, and then they were able to build a nice lead at the end of that third quarter into the fourth quarter, and then that's when the fun started to happen. D'Angelo Russell caught fire. He hit like three-pointers in a matter of a minute and 6 seconds, and this is just kind of something that he kind of does pretty regularly now, as this has been another game where D'Angelo Russell caught a heater and really kind of taken the game out of reach for most teams. And that's getting me to my next point here, and a big reason why the Lakers are going to be a huge foil for maybe a lot of teams down there as they hover around in that play-in range is D'Angelo Russell's game-changing superpower. And what that superpower is his three-point shot making, but in a matter of like quick minutes. So the D'Angelo Russell, like I said, he had 3 3-pointers in a minute and 6 seconds, and it's been happening many times this season. Especially really started pretty much when those trade rumors started to come up about D'Angelo Russell, and then in that point in January and even parts of February, where the Lakers had a 9-3 record in that one. D'Angelo Russell was a huge reason why the Lakers are winning those games, because of his three-point shot making and his shooting. It's just been absolutely ridiculous, as this past 2 months here. So D'Angelo Russell averaged 22.7 points per game in the month of January, to go along with 20.2 in February, and he shot at least 40% from deep. And this is the first time in his career where he's averaged over 20 points in consecutive months and shoot over 40%. So it seems like D'Angelo Russell is definitely figured something out here. He has really unlocked the Lakers with his three-point shot making. It really just changes the whole game, because most teams are very worried about LeBron and AD's attacks to the rim, but then when you have D'Angelo Russell who can go on heaters like this, it can really swing the game, especially in the Lakers' favor, especially when they're playing defense like this, where the Thunder were really so down bad in this one. They actually took out their starters at around 8 minutes really after that D'Angelo Russell flurry, which the Lakers were leading about 103-79 at the 9-minute mark in the fourth quarter. And then a minute later, the Thunder coach took out of his starters, because it was the second leg of a back-to-back, and some of those guys were kind of tired. So it makes sense, because they were on the second night of a back-to-back. They played a high-intensity game the game before against the Phoenix Suns, but in this one, they just weren't strong enough for the Los Angeles Lakers, as their interior size was just too much for the Thunder. And then also D'Angelo Russell's shot making, like, it is incredible. Just like once again, just another thing about D'Angelo Russell. So Darvin Ham said this about D'Lo after the game, and then he said he has these D'Lo moments. He can throw it up any kind of way and it goes in the hoop. D'Lo's uber talented, and we need him to play at that level. So Darvin Ham is just alluding to, once again, D'Angelo Russell's superpower, where he can just get on a heater and really just swing things in the Lakers' favor. It's been really nice to see, and really fun, especially some of these Laker home games, because the crowd really gets up for it. You can see the bench's reaction just going crazy. That last one that D'Lo even shot, he said after the game that he couldn't even see the basket. He kind of just shot it, and like that's how hot he was, and he said it was a lucky shot. But guys like him, you know, that isn't luck. That's just continuous work on his shot, and just it's great to see D'Angelo Russell find this level here for the Los Angeles Lakers, because in the stretch run where we're playing a lot of tough teams here, OKC was just another one in the gauntlet, because they got the Sacramento Kings a couple of times here. They also got the Milwaukee Bucks and the Minnesota Timberwolves. So a lot of strong teams coming to play the Los Angeles Lakers. So they need to be on their P's and Q's in this one. So let us know this. Let us know what you guys think about D'Angelo Russell's shot making, and then do you think that he's finally unlocked something for the Los Angeles Lakers, and can this be something that we can carry forward not only in the regular season but into the playoffs as well? Because if he is going to be able to hit shots like this at a high clip, teams are going to have to account for that, and that can also leave guys like Anthony Davis and LeBron James open for offensive rebounds, as AD was cleaning up that offensive glass, especially in that third quarter there, and that really put the game away for the Los Angeles Lakers. But yeah, let us know what you guys think in the comments down below about how you think D'Angelo Russell has been playing. I have been your host for Lakers Digest, Okechi Apakama, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.